dual cam setup. Lower the
Mas prefer mo yung landscape para sa YouTube na
No,
long
I
form?
mas prefer ko yung thing, kaso my stand doesn't go all this high.
No, I mean yung, di ba, landscape man yan, portrait. Anong mas prefer
I
mo?
mas prefer like this.
Okay, yun man yung mga short form na mga videos
I
na.
like short form like I like have ADHD ba. So, pag mga long content, sometimes it doesn't get done until 2 years later. Kaya I keep that mentality na one step at a time, pwede mangyapon, di ba? Just small tiny pieces here and there instead of like making it one go at a time. Talagang sige lang. Like a tiny jog here. Yeah. Anara brother, oh.
Ana lang.
Grabe yung setup. This is like something that's you're not in unfamiliar territory naman,
No,
diba?
yeah.
Because
sanay na ako mga ganito.
you're in public,
Podcast.
diba? You're in public na talaga, ako naman hindi. Because I'm actually bottled up eh. I'm like more
What do you mean?
Like,
Viral ka man. What do you mean?
but no, like in public, my content is, and still continues to be, what snippets here and there of real life things. Mine is more prepackaged. I have to edit it. I have to pick parts that I want to show people, and other parts I don't want to show people. I think of it in a traditional sense, like in the old days, yung mga artista na, their lives are really different from what there's on screen. Like my life is slowly emerging, but there's still that aspect na hiwalay pa rin talaga yung public persona from the private. Like for example, when people don't know where my house is, people don't know what my house looks like. Any part of my house, nobody knows.
I still have that also mentality na you got to choose, para sabi ni Gary V na you have the choice of what you want to share. So same sa akin, I don't really share about my family, my background, just show your life kung ano yung comfortable ka. So
but the more you become famous, the more people show that for you.
Yeah, they will.
So how do you feel about that?
Sanay naman ako, like like what do you mean, like they will know the background, they will know your family name,
but you don't show these things like where your house is. Suddenly somebody posts like, I'm at Chris Bride's house.
It's normal na yan. Paglabas ko pa lang sa gate, alam na nila nandiyan, magsigaw na sila ng brother, and especially kasi parang nasa comedic ako na side, so they get really hyped up sa akin, parang I show speed ba na they get hyped up kahit na low energy ako.
Is that where you're going ba?
What do you mean I'm going?
Like that high energy.
That was not really my intention.
Okay.
Yung magsigaw-sigaw, not really my intention, but doon rin ako nag-click. So,
You're perpetuating the character for the clicks.
Yeah, I'm pushing on that content kasi doon na siya nag-click, and I'm also good in that. Like,
You are
in the comedic side,
You are actually.
Pushing the boundaries ng yung norms ng perspective.
Actually, I see that in you, but that's why I appreciate about what you're doing, Manggod. A lot of people don't understand, but at the same time, I like that you're showing people things that they don't understand. For later, they can figure it out for themselves, or maybe create an offshoot of that's creative, ba? So, I like this. So the Chris Bryant that we see on camera, even though it's off the cuff na, very spur of the moment thing, it's still not the real Chris Bryant ba?
I think that's me. It's just that yun lang yung ginapakita ko lang. The one that I upload is the hype moment, so highlights yun. So I think that's still me. It's just yun lang yung mga happy moments ko na yan. Okay, kasi we have also like just monotone na and I don't like to upload that kasi alam ko man hindi na rin mag-viral yan. So I like to upload lang yung boom, yung ganyan ba, para million views as much as possible, diretso.
Right.
Reels.
The kind of views or the kind of people who follow you, are you very particular about that? It doesn't matter as long as you get the clicks.
Yeah. I don't have control, lalo na pag yung mga yaga-yaga, mga virality, madaming mga bata, madaming pero I think yung goal ko is, kasi before, yun yung gilak ko wala masyado akong viewers. So ang akin is just to gather, amass a lot of attention, and then once now I have that attention, okay, now I can kalma na ako, pwede na ako mag-travel vlog ulit kasi meron na nakikinig, ganyan ba?
Right. Foot in the door, baga kind of thing. You got the momentum started na meron na talagang eyes and ears to do the thing.
Ito na passion, dito na tayo continue na lang tayo sa passion. Hindi masyado siya clickbait pero this is what I really like, ganyan ba? So okay, continue natin yung traveling na ngayon. So ganun.
Let's talk about your rise to fame then by like a lot of it rode talaga on the controversies.
Controversy.
Yes.
Controversy, yeah.
Actually plural. The British way is controversy. People would say controversy. Controversia. Controversy. Ano ba? So, how do you
About the controversy.
So how do you, you write on that? Obviously, because I've been looking, everybody who has a controversy, their follower count increases.
Yeah.
But
sure.
the number that adds to that original number are not actual followers, majority per se. It would be people who would just want to follow to see the downfall. Okay na. Na-videohan na ako. Okay na. You wanna check out the pig?
Pwede. Ano ba? Putulin muna natin ang natin?
Yeah.
Ang vlog natin?
You want?
You mean i-serve na nila ang food ngayon?
Oh, no, it's just continue.
Continue. Pwede tayo continue.
Better check the momentum by. So, I was wondering about that. Have you noticed a change in you or in the way that you make content with the addition of what you see in the comments?
Wala masyado. Lalo na ngayon, don't really bother about the comments and I notice kasi if I always check on the comments, I spiral down yung negative na momentum. Lalo na usually yaga-yaga or not really positive yung mga comments nila. But it's funny as well pag after maybe a month and then makita ko yung comments, doon ako parang nasa outer perspective na ako, so parang makatawa na lang ako sa mga comments. Pero pag at the moment, as much as possible, upload lang ako, and then later on na ako mag-think about sa mga comments about it. But thinking about ano yung i-upload ko, I try to meditate as always, na as much as possible, thinking about it. Madami na nakikinig sa akin, even the 5 years old, may nag-idolize na sa akin mga bata, and also all the gaps of ages. So I want it to be as much as possible role model na ako ngayon.
Yeah, bay, legit, because you are legit. You influence things, bay, because when you do something, so by the whole nation, even beyond our nation, knows about it na at this point, by
bungkag yun sila. I call it bungkag yun sila bay kung ano.
Yan eh. So but the mentality na nag-post ka continuously without checking muna by gets you into situations like, for example, the recent one here in the island.
Yes, about that.
So what does that
buti na lang na family help supported me about it. Buti na lang, not really supported but defended me, my family defended me. Kasi alam man nila na sila man ang nag-invite sa akin. The truth is they were the one calling me to have pictures with me. Kilala man ako ng anak ni Andy. Yung mali lang doon is because yung bata lagi daw siya.
Minor.
Pero wala rin siyang supervisor nung time na yun.
Right. Of course, your intentions were simple, innocent lang talaga.
My video was also just this the anak of Andy.
Right.
Say hi, Andy. And she wanted to be part of the video. Medyo mahihain lang siya.
Of course.
Pero, yeah.
But these are unforeseen repercussions kasi.
Unforeseen,
For example, the one that
kasi ang father na upset yung father is because I think also because madami nag-comment.
Yeah, exactly. I was just saying.
Sa comment na lang, madami nagsabi sa akin. It's because of the comments.
So it's not you, it's the comments.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying earlier about how you do your
I
content.
cannot control that. Like, I cannot control that, yung comments.
How about that situation?
Ayoko rin i-block yung comment kasi that's part of the perspective.
Exactly. And you do look at it after a while.
I look at it.
But how about that whole situation that upset the whole religion?
Specifically,
Kibuloy.
That one. I mean, it's not. He made his own religion. What about and like specifically? Sige daw.
When you were doing the pissing,
Yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
I know it didn't happen. I know it didn't happen.
Na pissed off sila doon. It's I two uploads doon. The first that really got viral, doon lang nila ako parang giipit doon sa ihi kasi I made a
Joke, yeah.
But the first video, yun doon talaga siya nag-viral. The video was I went to the KOGC outside of it.
Yeah.
I immediately vlogged a person coming from there inside, tapos naglabas. Sabi ko, totoo yung kaso ni kay Bulayan. Doon yung nag-start viral. So, bakit yung sister? Bakit mga maganda naman mga sister niya? Ganyan. doon talaga yun, parang, it spark attention, spark perspective sa tao. And that's what I want na, just question.
Right.
I didn't push. I didn't say na, oy, may kasalanan siya. I said, is it true? Is it true nangyari yun?
Right. It's more on you calling on the attention on something that they don't want attention on. That upset talaga. So, how did you handle that? Like, for example, syempre magulo and then fanatics, they're like, we're gonna fucking kill you, man, but in a holy way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
if it wasn't my mom or my stepfather na mag-react to it, I don't really get affected from the virality. Pero pag maabot na sa parents ko, tapos mag-start na sila mag talk about it, doon ako maawa. Okay, sorry, I don't want to disturb your peace, it's not worth it. Sorry, family, Pero as long as it doesn't, kung hindi lang yun mag-abot sa sa parents ko, it would be okay for me. I just want to push perspective. Yun lang akin.
Push perspective?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Push perspective, to open up yung perspective. Kasi people, para sa kanila, it's a taboo to talk about it. I want to talk about it because, that's the truth. We want to talk about the truth, kung ano nangyari.
What is the truth?
Like, I don't know what's the truth. I just want to open up what's happening. Like, bakit naabot sa point ng NBI, ginapangita siya. Like, ganyan ng mga perspective. I cannot confirm if that's true or not. Pero the fact na, di ba, that's an NBI, that's a government, that's an international thing.
Spy agency.
And still people are adoring him and then like that. Wala man ako against, but I'm also just clinging to the idea na hype rin yung story na yun. So I also like to be part of it.
So when you talk about perspectives then as well, and I see it in your videos na, you talk about the Matrix.
Yeah, Matrix, yeah. Matrix. Yes, Matrix.
So let's go there. I want clarification, my good boy. Because I understand what you're saying, right? Because both metaphorical and basing from the movie, obviously, diba? And what it says, the message of it all, right?
Hologram, lagi ganyan, lagi daw. The red pill, the blue pill, lagi something like that. For me, yung aking perspective about it is it's the Matrix for me is like the society, the laws and regulation of the cities, the nation you're living in, yung illegalities, yung legalities, yung ganyan. That's for me yung social conditioning, how we, how our belief system works. Ganyan talaga ang aking perspective every time I say it. And then, but I don't really, talk about it that much kay para Matrix lang, kay parang comedy na kagad siya. So, yun yung gusto ko ba kasi na mix ko na pala yung psychology kasi 'di ba I told you before na I want to push out psychology but they don't listen.
Right.
So ngayon I made it a comedic style na at the same time it's deep but at the same time it's funny also, no? Matrix, it's Matrix.
No, but I understand what you're saying, you lure them with the humor and then you punch them in the face with a message. Wow, I know what you mean by applying that style. So it's good na na-incorporate mo. So what do you hope to accomplish with that kind of message out there?
Just di ba? I always talk about it's a motto na sa akin na when I walk in the street, brother, Matrix, bless and love.
Yeah, bless and love is good.
That's the highest vibration, mong God, love.
I like that.
We're created out of love, so that's why I always try to push that out. Na blessed tayo, we're grateful, just being grateful as well. Yung gratitude yung nagapa-manifest ang future rin natin kung ano yung grateful tayo now. And then love yung nag-create di ba? Nag-procreate rin sa atin. It's true love. So,
where do you plan to take this? Like the ultimate goal of all this endeavor ba?
Yeah, my goal before was to be in a point na traveling, creating content, and then sustaining by this. So in some way, it's already manifesting.
Right.
nag-earn ako sa online. So, yeah, I'm just grateful and yun lang yung gusto ko, and then just being simple, like living in the island, surfing,
Right.
being grounded in the ocean, in the nature. That's my ultimate goal lang talaga.
You're gonna travel the world.
Not really travel the world. I want to be in specific places where it's high vibration, like where I live in Kopanghan in Thailand, like ecstatic dancing, people partying, but no alcohol, and weed is legal. So,
Yeah.
There's something like that.
Yeah.
Nature, ganyan.
Sounds
High vibration
Sounds
music.
like a Christian Gaza kind of lifestyle.
I don't know. Ganyan pa lang perspective niya. If that's legit na ganyan perspective niya, maybe I would idolize him. Pero ang narinig ko magod sa kanya is yung naga-viral sa kanya is talking about, like, hey, yan siya, nag-chemfed sa ganyan,
Yeah.
si ganyan. I don't wanna be viral just to be nagalibak lang ako. That's why I don't agree with him kasi anong purpose mo para magsikat ka kasi nagakwento ka about people doing bad stuff. Why not create funny content? Why not, di ba? Because I understand as well, people stick to negativity. That's why the news is 99% negativity because people cling to fear, to death. So, same to that by shame. What he's doing is shaming people, di ba? Do you really know his? Buti sana kung nakatira ka sa person na yun, buti sana naging partner mo siya, kasama kayo sa isang bahay. You don't even know him and then you're talking about them because they're artista tapos alam mo mag-viral yan. So,
Right.
that's why, yun lang yun. Yung alam ko sa kanya, yun ang narinig ko sa kanya. Is viraling about, he's making viral about those kinds of content. That's why I don't agree with.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate your perspective on creating original content by instead of riding on trends. But so you don't ride on trends like whatever's happening, like the coffee cup guy recently. So everybody rode on that trend, but you just carve your own path.
Yeah, I mean, I still sometimes do like the MPOX there,
Oh, yeah.
like that, like mag-video ako like, oh, dito tayo sa nature ba, hindi ka ma-MPOX dito. Ganyan.
yeah.
So, I ride on that, but you get what I mean. Not really on that libak, yung mga shaming, because that's, people die from shame as well. So, I don't want to shame people just for that. No.
What have you learned throughout this journey? What throughout up to this point? What have you learned? That the more that you know of it, the more it hurts you.
The more I learn,
The more it's like a truth, but that the more of this kind of truth that you're discovering because of your new open perspectives, because of the new opportunities that have opened up to you. Obviously, you've got a new perspective on things, and you've debunked some of the truths that you knew in the past. But so kind of now those truths apparently now are lies, and then they are hurting you because you're accepting that they were truths. Did you ever have a moment like that?
Maybe before pa nung nag-start ako nag-viral because I think I was still 18 years old. I was already very, very malalim. I already had this tattoo, Flower of Life, when I was 18. So at that age, I was already thinking about geometries, about spirituality, about life and death, about aliens, about
Where did that
something
come from? Why the spirituality at such an early age?
New age, I don't know. It's just me solo traveling. 18 years old, I solo traveled India. So
Yeah.
I had after high school, nagpalayo na ako sa yung mga barkada ko, and then I was deep searching na. I noticed that yung mga barkada ko before, they were still very intact. They were there doing their things, but I was there solo traveling, maybe because of my parang aris ko rin na energy na, I wanna carve my own path. I wanna head first. Una ako
So
dyan.
early pa lang talaga you had that.
Yeah, I have that kind of awakening siguro.
What did you learn from talaga, like including from that early philosophies and mantras I added to this new world because your spirituality is more personal that's personal Now it's opened up the fucking whole world na ba. It's not just you anymore, combining the two worlds that you're now currently experiencing the new world by mixing your old world. What have you learned that can help us or help people who might need to know this information
Yun lang man, I mean, it's not just me, but I think it's really about passion talaga, We need to be, create our own passion, to be more of ourselves, and, that's how we express ourselves is through our passion. So ever since nung 18, 16 ato ako, I was already listening to this person, Bashar, the Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
He always talk about, how to create your passion, how to manifest your desire. So by doing that, I think it really, yun yung madami ng synchronicity, madami ng manifestation because of that. Through creating my passion, I always think about ano yung makahappy sa akin. Also think about like people judging you.
Yeah.
Your family saying they want you to be this, to be that. I always think about myself now. No, what's the best ways for me to be happy first before them. So, excitement ko. So here I am now, ganito artista na ako.
Are you happy?
I'm happy. Yeah, I like
legit happy.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, there's pros and cons still, but it's more of a pros, no? Being artista, like people everywhere, we don't feel lost. Everywhere I go, different cities, I'm welcome.
Yeah.
Madaming benefit.
Yeah.
People inviting you to go here, eat here.
Yeah.
So,
Instant
yeah,
friends.
and then people smiling kaagad sa'yo. So, it lightens up your day. But no, I made an impact because when they see me, they smile not. And then, makagbigay kaagad na conversation. So, daming synchronicity. Like, people, like the foreigners here, like, why are they taking pictures of you? Dali na lang ba?
Easy intro ba?
Isa intro na lang kayo.
Were you an introvert before na dili ka maka-easily get with people?
I think I'm more of an introvert siguro. Like I easily get drained for like big gatherings na lalo na if I don't like it, It's still energy siguro maybe because like what happened in Thailand, like in the ecstatic dancing, it's a big crowd, but it's maybe the vibration is good, the music is good, so I really vibe with it. So mas nag-hyper pa yung energy ko compared to maybe in the Matrix, like in the city,
right.
Just thinking about the hierarchy of person. So when we're in the Matrix, we're in the city, mas ganyan yung perspective, eye and eye. So that's why I like to be in nature as always, kasi mas less yung ganun na ego perspective.
Tama ba? Agree. Like we're part of a whole ba? No. So, grounded again, talking about nature, let's get grounded. Financially speaking, your content creation, influencer life, is it sustaining you?